By the end of this video, you're going to discover a simple system that's going to allow you to start generating leads for your consulting business or your coaching business without having to set up any of those complicated funnels that all those gurus are talking about, right? And in addition to this, I'm going to do a live demo so you can actually see it in action. So you can see the process of generating those leads. And all of this is going to happen without building any funnel of any sort. All right. So without further ado, let's get started, and let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. Okay, guys, so before I dive into the actual system, so let's talk a little bit about some of the misconceptions that are out there with regards to generating leads, right? So if you're anything like me, and then you at some point you started in your journey to generate leads online. So one of the things that you've been told is that you need to develop your own landing page, right? So you need to develop your own landing page, and the landing page can either be done using hosting on WordPress. Okay, so about hosting on WordPress, WordPress is a software that's used to build websites. And so one of the things that people are saying out there is that you need to start learning how to create those web pages on WordPress so you can host your own landing page, right? Or now, if you don't want to use WordPress, there's another one. There are other options, which are software as a service software, they're called funnel builders, right? And these funnel builders, they have a cost per month, right? It could be hundreds of dollars per month that you have to pay to actually maintain this subscription, right? This membership. Now, the other thing you're going to need, you're going to need a landing page for your lead magnet. Okay, so now a lead magnet is something of value that you're going to create. So you're going to give away for free to your audience, so you can start giving them some value, start building some relationship, right? So again, you're going to need to set up a landing page for a lead magnet. You're going to need to create a mockup for the lead magnet, right? And obviously, you're going to need one of these options to host the landing page for the lead magnet. And also, one other thing that's required is that on the actual page where you're going to have your lead magnet, you're going to have to write content. You need content, and content plus copy writing. Now, copywriting it's a skill in itself, something that you're gonna have to learn, and you're gonna need to be practicing it and getting better at it over and over with time, right? Some people if you don't want to go through the process of learning copywriting in the beginning, then you can hire someone to write copywriting for you. And copywriting it's not cheap, right? if you want to find someone who writes good copywriting for you, then it's going to cost you a few bucks, right? And the last thing is it's the time going to take, right? So now if you have to go through the process of setting up your own landing page, either on WordPress or funnel builders, and setting up a landing page for your lead magnet, we're talking easily 2 to 3 days. Okay, 2 to 3 days to set this up. All right, guys. So listen, I know how you feel. So I understand the frustrations that are attached with this, right? So you're trying to get your business going, you want to generate some leads, and then all these gurus are telling you that you have to set your landing page, you have to create a lead magnet, and you have to host a lead magnet on its own landing page. And then you realize that you start learning WordPress, right? And then you're frustrated. You don't want to learn this thing, right? So you start hiring people to do it for you, and then you realize that the job that they've done doesn't meet your requirements, and then you go through the route of buying a subscription with a funnel builder. Like, it can be like any funnel builder. There are different ones out there, right? And it's like you're wasting time, you're spending money, and you get frustrated, right? So I've been there, so I know how you feel, right? But what I found is that you don't need any of these funnels to start with, right? If you want to start generating leads. There's another simple and elegant solution out there, and this is what I'm going to share with you guys today, right? So let me go again and share my screen. And so this is what I'm talking about here, right? So I'm going to go through this framework with you guys and show you how you can start generating leads, but not using funnel, but we're going to use what we call a chatbot. It's like a messenger chatbot. Now, if you're familiar with Facebook Messenger, then the chatbot is an automated, it's a technology that uses Facebook Messenger to engage with leads, right? So what we're going to do is, as you can see here, in this area, then this is where we're going to generate the traffic. Like, traffic is already there on the internet, right? So we just need to find where the people who would be good leads for our product or service, and we need to get them into our system, right? So once we get in front of them, it can be either Facebook or YouTube or any of these social media platforms, then we get them into the actual messenger bot, right? So when they get into the bot, then the bot is programmed to do a series of tasks on its own, on autopilot, right? So the first thing it's going to do is going to greet the lead, right? So it's going to tell them, okay, so thank you for requesting the lead magnet. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to deliver that to you. Now, the second step is that the bot is going to ask them for their email, right? Because in order for us to give them the lead magnet, then we're going to need their email, so we can send it to them via email, right? Now, there's a psychology behind that, and I'm going to show that to you once I'm demonstrating the system, like a non-friction way to ask for the email, right? Now, once we get the email, then we send the email we send the lead magnet to their email, right? And then we end the flow with a message that's going to ask them to choose an option to download the lead magnet. So we have like a get instant access option, where you could host your lead magnet in something like a Google Drive or whatever. So basically, there will be a link, there will be a button. They tap on the button, which will open a link that's on your Google Drive, and then they'll be able to consume the lead magnet there, right? Or you can give them like another option, which is a forced download, okay, using a Dropbox. Like, so the forced download is going to have them download the actual lead magnet onto their phones, right? So why are we doing this, right? Like, the thing is, we need to start learning the preference of our leads so we can deliver the lead magnet to them the way that they want, right? So some people like to download it and have it on their phone so they can consume it like anytime they want. And others are more comfortable with just having the link on a Google Drive, and then they can just access the link like whenever they want, right? So the way this is going to work over time is, let's say that you have like 100 people who request your lead magnet, and then you're going to look at the numbers. Like if you have like more people, let's say 95% of these 100 people request the Google Drive and only 5% request the force download, then in your future, when in the future, when you make changes in your chatbot flow, then you're going to pick only one option, which is the get instant access using Google Drive, right? And if it's the other way around, where this is the 95% for this one, and only 5% here, then you're going to do it the other way around, right? So as you can see here, we have like a simple system that receives our leads. We greet our leads for when they come into our system, our chatbot system, and then we ask them for their email, right? And then we deliver the lead magnet to their email. We send an email to them to deliver the lead magnet. And in addition to that, we'll give them an option to actually download the lead magnet directly from the Messenger application, right? So this is the system that we have. Now, let me show you real quick how this works. So let's say, for example, that I have, I'm going to open my Messenger on another window. Okay. And let's say, for example, I'm going to go to my profile and I have this link here set up. Like this link is going to point into my my chatbot, right? So when you click on it, then it's going to pop the Messenger window. Okay, so let me drag my Messenger here so I can show you exactly how it works, right? So let me put it here on the side. So as you can see, okay, so let's put this here. So what have we done so far? The link for the chatbot, I had put it in my Facebook profile. So I'm using Facebook here, right? I'm using Facebook as the social media platform to drive traffic to my chatbot, right? So basically, people click on the link on my profile and then they get this message. Hey, Pascal, thanks for showing your interest for my FHL blueprint. I mean, you can your lead magnet, you can, whatever the name you have for your lead magnet, you're gonna put it here, right? And I use a GIF because with GIFs, you can generate emotions, and generating emotions in your conversations with your leads is extremely important, right? So then I'll tell them a little bit about the lead magnet. So this is going to help you to generate your first 100 leads without using complicated funnels and that all the gurus are talking about. And you can model the same for your business in the next 15 minutes. Okay. Now tap the Let's Go button below to get instant access. Okay. So this is part of the greeting. This is the greeting part, right? And also I tell them, like, if you wish to unsubscribe at any moment, you can type stop. Okay. So like, you always give people a way to exit your chatbot, and they need to know, and you need to tell them. So this is why I have put this last line in the bottom here to type stop if they want to unsubscribe, right? Now, if they decide that they want to go through, then you click on Let's Go, all right? So let's see what happens. Then we get the next message to pop, right? Now, according to our flowchart, we're going to ask them for the email, right? Now, what's going to happen is, okay, great. I'm going to deliver a copy of right away. All I need is your best email address so I can send you a copy. Okay. Now, I also tell them that don't worry, we hate spam too. We promise your email will be in good hands, right? So people like to know that their email address is not going to be misused, right? So I'm letting them know that I have good intentions and I'm not going to misuse their emails, and they're in good hands, right? And I also tell them that I will also drop a download link here as well, and think of it as a backup copy. Now, why do I put this in? It's because I'm asking them for their email to send them the the lead magnet, right? But I'm using a little bit of psychology here, like just to let them know that I'm going to drop the link of the lead magnet inside the messenger, but I want them to think that they need a backup copy of that, and then this is the backup copy that they're going to receive in their email address, in addition to the fact that they are able to download the lead magnet right here inside of Messenger, right? Then I tell them, tap on the button below. If you're using a different one, you can also type it below. Now, what happens here? The beauty with Facebook and Facebook Messenger and the chatbot software that you're using is that it's able to pick up the email that people use to sign up on Facebook. In this case, we're talking about my email here, which is this. So the system picks it up and it shows it. And so now this allows us, first of all, to not get faked by people. Like some people, like if people would go to a landing page and then they have to type their email, then they can type like any bogus email, and I mean, there's nothing you would actually be able to do about it. Here, the system picks up the email that was used by the user to sign up for or on Facebook, and then if they tap on it, you can you will be able to grab that email and send them the actual lead magnet, right? Or they can type another one here if they want to change the email. Okay, so when they tap on the email, all I have to do is tap on the button, and then the next message is going to show up, which is going to give them the two options to download the lead magnet. So I'm going to show you how it's done right here on Messenger, right? Again, I'm using a GIF. So I show them that like, I'm excited. Awesome, right? Thank you. So give me 3 seconds. I'm going to send that to you. And then, okay, it's done. I just emailed you a copy as a backup. It may take 3 to 5 minutes to reach your inbox. In the meantime, you can tap on one of the buttons below to get instant access. And I'm easy, Pascal, right? So I'm grabbing their first name here. So I'm building a little bit of relationship with them, right? So what have I done? I have people enter my chatbot. I greeted them to thanking them for requesting the lead magnet. And then I ask them for the email. They provided me with the email. And then I gave them the option to download the lead magnet. Now, if I go to my email, let me see if I can open my email here. Hopefully I'm not going to reveal anything confidential. So the system actually will send an email. So let me see if I go here. Yeah, as you can see here, this is the email that they're going to receive, right? So hope you enjoy your 3-step blueprint to generate your first 100 leads, right? As promised, I'm sending you a backup copy of your 3-step blueprint to generate your 100 leads. By implementing it, you will be able to generate your first 100 leads without complicated funnels that all the gurus are talking about in the next 15 minutes. Enjoy and let me know what you think by replying to this email. So in the email, I'm doing a couple of things, right? Obviously, the first one is I'm delivering the lead magnet. So if they click on this button here, then it's going to open it's going to open their lead magnet, right? And the second thing is I'm asking them to reply to this email. So what this does is if they actually go ahead and reply, then it will, the email, the first time they receive the email, it lands on an update folder. But if they actually go ahead and reply, then the next one, the next email from me are going to go straight into their primary folder, which is what we want, right? So this is what we covered in today's video. Okay, so we talked about that you don't need any complicated funnels, okay, to actually start generating leads. Like all these things about like building a landing page and having to learn WordPress or using funnel builders and having to wait 2-3 days in order to get your lead magnet system going. Like you don't have to go all that. So we went through a simple process using chatbots, using a chatbot software, using Facebook Messenger, and you can get that done in less than 30 minutes. Okay. So hopefully you see the value of having a simple system like this to generate leads for you, basically on autopilot, right? Because you don't have to do anything. Like all you have to do is bring traffic to your link, and then the actual chatbot does the rest for you. So they greet your user, they deliver, they collect the email, and they deliver the actual lead magnet. So if you see, if you find value in having a system like this, and if this is something that you would consider having in your own business, you would need like some help to implement this in your own business, then below this video, you're gonna find like a button that will walk you through the next steps in having one of these set up for you. So hopefully you got some value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.